excitement buzzed for UL football on Saturday night. The debut of Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium, the first start for quarterback Walker Howard, and the beginning of a new season. But that joy later turned into disappointment as Rice knocked off Louisiana 14-12, spoiling their opener.
I knew our team was going to be tested at some point. I knew at some point we were going to have to find out what kind of team we have and the resolve that we've got and the grit on this team. But I didn't think it was going to be week one, but here we are. So, told the team today, look, this is going to define our season one way or the other. We're either going to come together, we're going to look at this tape, we're going to approach it head on, and find a way to get better, or we're going to let it break us a little bit.
The Vermilion and White defense struggled to stop Rice's option attack in the first half, giving up 187 yards. But in the second half, UL pitched a shutout and held the Owls to 26 yards on the ground while causing a trio of 3-and-outs.
Getting those stops, especially when we're down, that's what we need to get the offense as many chances to get them going. And I feel like in the second half, the first drive we kind of let them they had a long first drive, but I feel like after that we were able to get some 3-and-outs, and that's when we kind of got some momentum going right there.
Offensively, the Cajuns never got going, turning it over twice, receivers dropping multiple passes, and UL converted just half of their third down attempts. And as a unit, they only mustered 239 total yards. Now, there were a few big plays made using the ground game, including the lone touchdown from Howard on a 25-yard zone read. But when it mattered the most, the Cajuns just couldn't cash in.
Bro, we got to score, bro. We love to say, field goals don't win games. We love our kickers to death, but, we know you got to score. You got to score 6, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have a chance to win. And, obviously, we failed at that tonight. Not scoring, bro, when we have the opportunity to, bro, they gave us plenty of opportunities, to win the game. And, I just feel like we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot.
It felt like it was very hard to get in rhythm on offense. I think we had one possession in the first quarter. I think we had maybe 2 in the second, maybe. It was very difficult to kind of get in the flow. And then I think, you start to feel like, oh, my God, we got to make it happen now. And then that's when you're pressed, that's never when good things happen.
And one of the more interesting moments came on the final drive as quarterback Walker Howard exited with what looked like a lower body injury. He did limp off the field but would not return. I asked head coach Michael Desimo about it, and he told me that he felt that it was more important to keep Howard healthy for the rest of the year than to risk worsening the blow.
I'm not going to put a kid out there in a situation where he might get hurt because he wants to play. He'd have stayed in there if we'd have let him. Trainers didn't think it was the right thing to do, and I'm going to err on the side of caution. It's not worth getting a kid really hurt for the long term.
There's no time to sulk in this defeat for long. UL must turn the page and look towards McNeese, and can only hope to clean up their mistakes and get back on track in the final 3 weeks of non-conference play. Covering the Cajuns, Jamarcus Fitzpatrick, KETC Sports.